will be doing breast augmentation under local anesthesia. Our patient here is Raquel from Negros. Raquel is a very small lady. She's only 4'11". So she's requesting for augmentation. She requested for a 300 cc of breast implant. My recommendation is actually around 250 cc, but the husband insists on a bigger implant, so I now inclined to use 300 cc of around. But we will be doing it under local anesthesia, oral sedation. Of course, Michelle here is very brave, no? And she's still laughing.
This is it.
So, in a while, we will do the surgery and we will continue the video during the procedure. What can you say, Michelle?
Nervous.
Nervous.
Oh my god.
Okay. So she's completely awake during the procedure, and actually it can be done. We will put the implant over the muscle, no? the gland, and above the muscle. It's called subglandular breast augmentation. Okay. Okay, how are you? Sleepy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So far, I'm okay.
Rick,
Wait lang mo.
you okay?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Our patient is completely awake, talking to me during surgery. This is the Viva 300. See that?
Can you see it?
Oh my
on the
god,
mirror?
that's big.
I told you. Okay. Well done. Okay. This is our
Finally.
patient. Now completely awake. How was your experience?
A little like the only pain is the anesthesia, but it there is the pressure. So far, that's all. And it's okay. I can manage with the uncomfortable. I'm good.
So
Just
we
successful.
can say that breast augmentation can be done entirely under local anesthesia with a widely awake patient.
The operating room with all the lights and
Painkillers and obviously the area. So she was awake when she was getting it.
yeah, and well,
But
it's funny because they're talking to me while they're cutting my here, and I just laugh, and it's just like we're like having a conversation where I'm laying down and they're cutting. Are you okay, Rachel? Yeah, yes, doc, and then they had a video. I don't, but that's why they're like, oh, we should upload it to YouTube because you're laughing while under the surgery and you even smile at the camera. So it's just funny for me, but it's just me and I'm awake, so I cannot just lay still and nothing to do. It's just
yeah, you want to stay distracted and busy.
so far, and then only the pressure that I feel small pain, but other than that I'm okay. I'm dizzy after, and the recovery is 2 weeks. I'm very careful about my cut here. I don't want to get like scars or even infected, so I can't move. It's hard to move. I need my husband. I need his hand all the time, even to...
Yes, I'm pampering you and taking care of you.
Yeah, that's your job.
Yes, you're right. I'm not complaining. It's well worth it. That's fine.
Yeah.
When you're like, you cook me breakfast? Yep, sure. I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, it's hard because it's hard for me to what's that from laying down to sit.
Yeah, when you were trying to sit up but not move your chest or stomach,
Yeah.
I would, put my hands underneath you and
So
try
it
to...
has to be slowly, and then
Yeah, we're right now,
so-
we stayed in Manila for a whole week to make sure she was fine, get a checkup, and everything was okay, and then travel back here at home. And then she was still taking it easy for the last 2 weeks. For the last week, she's been walking around doing a lot more stuff like that. I mean, nothing crazy. She's not working out or anything, but she's not supposed to. But okay, as far as the cost, I'll cover that part because I'm a very generous and caring husband, so I offer to pay for this out of my own pocket.
you're welcome, honey.
What? You should say thank you. If you're curious on how the doctor is, he was excellent. And when I say that, I did a spreadsheet, because I'm a little OCD like that, for every plastic surgeon in the Philippines. So I put an entire chart together, every one of their reviews, the amount of surgeries they've done, and their Facebook reviews, because most of them use Facebook over here more than their websites. Put down the brand name, the manufacturer that they're installing, whether it's FDA approved or not. I put the cost in there, but that's honestly last compared to safety and quality, because a lot of the companies I noticed were really cheap, but they weren't using FDA approved products and things like that, so I didn't want to go anywhere near that. I didn't care how, what the cost was. 120,000 peso,
Yeah,
well worth it.
I am the FDA approved now because it's
You're
inside.
FDA approved.
It's inside of me, so I could consider myself like that.
So then the next would be the location. So
Oh yeah, they have their own clinic building. It's very impressive. Like others will have to rent like a hospital, and then like
yeah, there was a few places we talked to, and the price they would tell me would be very cheap, but then they would have on all these additional fees that they couldn't give us up front because they weren't allowed to do plastic surgery in their building. So you actually had to go to a hospital because they weren't approved to do it. And then the doctor just meets you there, which is I'm not going to get into my opinion on that, but anyways, we went to RVP Medical. I'll make sure RVB, you're right, RVB. My apologies to the surgeon. Out of all the locations in the Philippines, there was only 2 after doing my spreadsheet, going over the reviews and how many they've done, that I would even consider. Only 2 out of the 27, I think. And he was definitely the top one, but I mean, there was another reputable company, but RVP was great, and VP. B.
RVB as in boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the staff are very friendly. I like them. Professional, clean.
Very professional, and I have to say I was very impressed with the fact that before we got there, after we got there, after the checkup, everything, he would be texting us to make sure she's okay, how's she recovering, is there anything you guys need. I was very surprised at that. Even, the night before at 7 p.m.,
Yeah.
you guys still all right, just want to make sure, and then the day after, he's texting us, hey, I already left work, just wanted to make sure she's okay. So,
Yeah, so-
you don't see a lot of plastic surgeons texting you after hours to check on someone.
Yeah, we
So-
actually late about the checkup. The next week, he has to go back to his clinic.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We're late. But,
Yeah, we ended up, long story short, so we were going there late. He had already left, and he said, no problem, I'll turn around, I can be there in 40 minutes. Very courteous.
Yeah.
Yeah, very respectable place, great surgeon to deal with. Okay, pain, do you want to discuss that? Because
Pain? Oh, I don't like pain. But yeah, now it's very manageable. Yes, now I'm fine. I'm a little tight here, but
when she got out of the surgery, I was focused, and she was a little, obviously, off. You were on drugs, so I'm just saying, you weren't in pain unless I made you laugh, and then you'd go, ha ha, oh, ah, ha ha. So You were discomfort then. She was definitely in some pain the first week. And
Yeah.
then it was very manageable where she didn't even want to take the painkillers or Tylenol or anything, which is a good thing. So then other than sitting up and things like that, like at first getting out of bed and whatnot, then you were okay. It would be a little challenging for her at first, but
Yeah, I just can't wait. Looking forward to fade the pain. It's not, I cannot be happy with, I have pain inside. Even small, it makes me uncomfortable. So now I feel better. I can laugh like, you know, I just
have fun and be yourself. Yeah,
West
at
side.
first we're trying to go for a drive. If she laughs, she's in pain. If we hit a bump and she's like, oh.
So inside the car, I say, I have to what, honey? Because I'm trying
And
to.
I was just a very supportive husband, so I helped hold one. Because she said she was in pain. I'm like, well, I'll carry one. That's fine. That's what I'm here for. But all in all, the pain, you know, manageable but annoying, of course. Number 6 would be the type.
I
So,
don't know about that.
okay. As far as the type goes, they were round. They were high profile. Teardrop is, you know, common for a lot of people that want to look very natural and they want to hide the fact that they got implants. You can Google the difference, but younger girls are typically not getting teardrop looks. So anyways, they're round,
Yeah.
high profile. She went with a 300cc, which was challenging to pick the size because her being 4'10", 4'11", was very difficult finding girls that had implants. So therefore, you're trying to add the CC to the current chest to what you want it to look like. So luckily, they had a few girls that were her size that they had done. So he sent us pictures, and then 300cc made the most amount of sense. Where in the US, most of my friends that had it done were in between 350, 400, and 450, but they were 5'5" or 5'10". So her being her height, that would be a crazy amount. So even 300cc was still a lot of stretching. And prior to it, she was a 30A or B cup, and now you're a 28D. So that's or 28 double D. So it's a lot of stretching, obviously, even with the 300 because of her width. I mean, she has a very small waist and frame.